Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Bloomfield, Canada. We are back in our cornfield, putting down anhydrous, trying to get it prepped for corn planting next month. We've been busy. I've got several fields planted and seeded at this point. We're also trying to get our lime up to snuff. Sipper Buffo, Waylon, Nicholas, Bergness. Welcome one and welcome all. How is everybody doing this fine evening? See, what I've been trying to figure out, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do when I come for you with that other field across the road there? And I think I might just put corn in that too. Then we'll have two giant fields of corn right here at our BGA because I'm going to fire something up. I'm going to kick something off. I'm going to tell you early guys. You early arrival guys, you're going to get a little info. I'm going to fire something off that we haven't done since Farm Sim 17. That's right. I'm bringing back what I call the stream team. So the stream team was a small group of individuals that would come on and basically farm a map with me on live streams. And it would be on a server. And the server would basically not be running 24/7. It would only run when the live streams were going on. And I think we're going to be bringing that back. We're resurrecting the stream team. I need some volunteers. I need volunteers to be on the stream team. What does it entail? Well, it entails farming on the server during the dedicated streaming hours, basically. Warm and balmy 70 degrees today, 70 degrees. It was about that here. Although it was like 33 last night. It was a little chilly last night, but not bad today. So we'll be streaming on maps just like this one. We'll be streaming on, let's say, back roads. We'll be streaming on Hofbergman. We will need to be a PC player because we will be limiting our mods and maps, let's just say. Stream hours are 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern, basically now to 2 hours from now. Typically, we would have you come on by 7:30-ish to be ready and running by the time we start. You'd be in voice chat with the rest of the group. And we'd be doing whatever needs to be done. Like, for example, on this map, we would be at some point doing massive silage hauls on these two fields with corn and forage harvester. It could be Monday, could be Tuesday, could be Thursday, could be the weekend, Saturday, Sunday. Basically, it definitely won't be Sunday night because that is ATS night. It won't be Friday night. That's Forza night. It probably won't be Wednesday night because I've somewhat reserved that night to do offline things. But it could be Monday, could be Tuesday, could be Thursday, could be Saturday. Just like last night, we didn't stream because I was busy doing a map recording at the time that we typically would have been streaming. And still, it took until 10:30 my time to get that video ready to rock and roll on YouTube. Where do you store total mixed rations? Well, in the base game, you don't store total mixed rations anywhere because the base game silos don't store total mixed rations. You kind of mix them up as you need them. But if you are using mods, then you could get a modded silo that could possibly store total mixed rations. But in general, in the base game, there isn't mixed ration storage. So, requirements, you'll need to be in the Discord. Obviously, so if you're not in the Discord, you need to already join up in there. You need to be on PC. And ideally have the DLCs, because I want to be able to use the DLCs. Dozer, you don't have to guarantee to be available every single day. Right? We can have a group. A group. Some days some people can join, other days others can't. We're getting our fields over here caught up with lime. Getting our anhydrous down. Well, pumps and hoses would definitely be a requirement on this one, given the BGA and all. We wouldn't have. I'm looking for a core group, 4 to 5 on it at any one time. Back in Farm Sim 17, we did a multiplayer series on... Oh gosh, I completely forget the map at this point. It was a 4X map. We farmed the entire map over the course of a year. I think at 24-day seasons, it was something crazy. And we had a core group of 4 or 5 people. And some days we'd have 5 on, some days we'd have 3 on. And we basically farmed the entire map from spring through summer, through autumn harvest. So, like, for example, if we were doing it tonight, right, I would have somebody over liming the fields. I would have somebody running in hydrous here. I might have someone, you know, topping off the feed for the animals. We might have someone running running fertilizer on fields, kind of getting them topped off to where we did our digestate, and they're still going to need some fertilizer on there. We would probably run the clock a bit faster than we are right now, and potentially we would be running more fields because we had the manpower to do it. GoldenEye, what's up? Corpnut and Scott, welcome. Peter, welcome. I think I may have answered your question, but might not have said hey. That was my mistake. I thought it was a great time back in FS17. Upper Mississippi River Valley. That was the map. Upper Mississippi River Valley. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Bloomfield, Canada. It is March the 2nd. We are rolling into late spring. The plan of the day is to bring some of the fields up that we have seeded and planted off camera up to the proper pH levels. We're also working to get our big cornfield up to proper anhydrous nitrogen levels. And we're hopefully going to be moving into March, at which time we're going to start planting corn, amongst several other things. Like we need to put some taters in the ground. That's right, GoldenEye. We're going to be doing some more taters because we got Piggly Wigglies, and those guys, they like their potato. So between last stream and off-camera last stream, I think I played another 3 hours after the stream last time. I've gotten canola in these two fields. I've got barley in the two fields up by the tree line. I've replanted the grass that was completely mangled up by my hired help. Planted a big field of sugar beets. I also have planted a field of wheat over at the corn farm, or the cow farm. I tell you one thing, medical people go through more copiers. I tell you. Hey, copiers keep the medical industry running around, I guess. Let's get back to our anhydrous. This video is brought to you by Squiggy486 and Alan McHone. Thank you for being farm barons. So who had a chance to check out that map video I dropped last night in a premiere? I can't tell you when the last time we did a premiere was, but it has been a long time coming. What was it called? The Green Valley? Was that it? Was it called the Green Valley? Really interesting half map. Half of it pre-established, half of it is open to wilderness. Very large mine down in the lower southwest corner. You can get into lime production at the mine. Super large field in the southeast corner, or an entire map of wilderness. Animated animals at the animal dealership. What I really think should be standard on all maps, quite frankly, is animated animals at the animal dealerships. And a absolutely massive collectible cow right at the animal dealership entrance. Also dropped a new and noteworthy last night on a buildable silo package. Take any building and convert it instantly into a silo. In fact, who was asking? Was it, let me see. Peter was asking about how you can store total mixed rations, right? And during the pre-show, you can store total mixed rations in the build your own farm silo mod. All you gotta do is put a dump grate down. You gotta put a output pipe, and there you go. Now you have yourself a silo, which will hold all types of things, including total mixed rations. I tried to make a silo out of the little garden shed, but the pipe was too tall. I couldn't do it. But yeah, I was like, oh, let me make a silo out of this. And it wouldn't work. It was really disappointing. I mean, if you want it, you can make a silo out of an invisible building by just sticking a pipe in the midair. But really ingenious mod. There is the Coon silage pack I wanted to look at, but I ran out of time. I didn't get a chance to look at that today. And another real interesting mod drop today, the challenge something. The challenge system, challenge mode. That's what it was. The challenge mode. I'm trying to come up with a challenge, but I don't think I have time. There's no time between now and Platinum Edition to come up with any fun challenges to challenge anybody on. Because Hofbergman is dropping very soon. Right now it's in supporter testing. And once that drops, we are going to spend some time looking into that. Looking through the updates. Putting out some more explained videos. No doubt there will be new features and new functions in the update. And we just might play that for the entire month of, or the rest of October and into November before Platinum comes out. Platinum will be here before you know it, everybody. I mean, just looking at the top banner up there, Platinum comes in 33, almost 34 days. Is 5 weeks. 5 weeks from today, actually. 5 weeks from today, we get ourselves a Platinum Edition. Eddie, it is based on distance. So if you have multiple dump grates and multiple output pipes, and they are not a certain distance apart, then they will kind of connect to each other. What is the distance? I honestly don't know. You could probably look in the XML and see it. Lime is at 17%. Yeah, we put wheat in here. We put sugar beets in over here. I gotta find a good mod to do sugar beet cutting with. Anybody got a good sugar beet cut mod? Yeah, something more than the old school of just running a belt up into the sugar beet cutter bucket. Pumps and hoses, I think he put out an update real quick to fix some stuff with pumps and hoses in the current Hofbergman. But you know Hofbergman's going to have so much stuff going on. It might make pumps and hoses look juvenile. Hard to say. Oh, I have an aversion to Stone Crusher mods, but there's a Stone Crusher mod that does sugar beet cut. As long as it doesn't like duplicate or multiply sugar beets, that'll be cool. Now, hopefully this guy just turns and burns this field, because I've already limed that field in these. So what other mods dropped today that looked interesting? You're gonna need it. Don't put it in chat. I won't keep it. Put it in the Discord. Mod chat or something. Or placeables. Put it in placeables, right? We won't have to put in more nitrogen down once we get this done here. I expanded the fringe of the field there a little bit. Put a little road in. Let's take a look. Let's take a look real quick at the latest mods in the mod hub. Challenge mode looks cool. How about animal input extension? Did you all see that? That is a PC only mod. And I tell you what, I'm really looking forward to seeing what people come up with. The animal input extension basically extends production factories to where you can have animals be an input of a production factory. Now, kind of an innocent addition or an innocent example of an animal input was a mod that was set up to do horse training, right? You input a regular horse and you input like food and straw and water, and then it produces trained horses, right? But I tell you what, it's not too far. That's right, Eddie. That's right. It's not too far away from pig input and bacon output, or cow input and steak output. Right? That's the first thing I saw or thought about when I saw that and read it a little bit. Like, oh, we can have chicken input and chicken nugget output, or you know, fried chicken output. Like who's gonna take live chickens to a restaurant and then get fried chicken output? That's what I see happening with the animal input extension. There was a really interesting little small cement mixer came out today that is for mixing seed. I want to look at that tomorrow. I don't like the idea of having a factory that produces, you know, tens of thousands of liters of seed. But I like the idea of having a little concrete mixer. You dump grain in, you dump some seed treatment in, you turn it on and let it spin. And then you get a couple hundred liters of seed out of it, and you just repeat that process. Scooter's Workbench is the perfect player for the animal input extension mod. He has been asking for something like that for at least 15 minutes. That would be a chicken sandwiches. Chicken sandwiches. Maybe you need to put in chicken, flour, and water for your breaded chicken. Because you wouldn't take already baked bread and make a breaded chicken sandwich. I mean, Scooter loves horses so much. The default mod, the demo mod, was to make trained horses. It's right up his alley. I think it's his alternate modding ego. I think that's who it is. Jolly Rancher, welcome. We all know the best flavor of Jolly Rancher is what? That's right, it's red. The best flavor of anything is always red. Red Kool-Aid, red Jell-O, red Jolly Ranchers, red popsicles, red lollipops, red Mountain Dew, do they make red Smarties? Because you know what, Smarties are one of my favorites, form of sugar. Farming Acres, welcome, sir. Welcome to the channel. Oh, Chad, I am never wrong about green and red. Green is the undesirable flavor. Red is the desired. What is it? What is it? Quote 12? What is the quote? Quote 10? What's the magic quote? Vargas has a quote now, quote 14. Wayne, welcome, sir. Welcome. Hendrick, I am the Mayhem guy. I am the leader of the Mayhem crew. There you go. It's red all the time. The red Coca-Cola flavor is the best as opposed to the silver flavor. That's why Pepsi's blue. It's the artificial Coca-Cola. Farm Sim Canuck, welcome. Genetic J is also in the house. Phil is here. Everybody's dropping by today to say howdy ho. Howdy ho, neighbors. We were talking about the map premiere from last night. Anybody messing around on that map? We're talking about the buildable silo pack. Apparently Gaming Joy was working on a mod just like that. I hope he continues to develop it. That way we have variability and options. Oh, Henrik, are you saying Tukey gets the blue one all the time? Because we know Tukey is a little bit special. Rabbit Rob is green valleying right now. Is he going around trying to collect all the collectibles? Uh-oh, this will be bad news. We gotta reverse people. Go! Where'd you go already? Traffic on this map is a pain in the tail. Is Rabid Rob's crash counter like triple digits? I mean, there are times that he's crashed before the stream even starts. Okay, so we are working good here. We just got this little corner left of nitrogen to do. We might also do this. So like I said, I think I might put this in corn. We have two massive fields in corn to make some serious silage for our BGA. But we're going to put wheat in our two cornfields up here. We're going to put corn in these two fields like we mentioned. These are already planted. These are all planted. We're going to put potatoes back in field 1. And we might put wheat in field 5. No, that wasn't his. I didn't even know he was working on a silo pack until he mentioned it in the video comments. There's quote 14. So many controllers, so little control. The map author of this map that quote could be for him too. He was always pushing the wrong buttons when he was doing Farm Sim live streaming. Tonight we're giving away a copy of a not Pumps and Hoses, Platinum Expansion. We're giving away a copy of Platinum Expansion in about an hour and a half. If you do not own the Year 1 Season Pass and you are on PC and you want to get a copy of the Platinum Expansion on my dime, then go ahead, hit Explanation Giveaway. Sign up for the giveaway. It's never too late. I think the winner last week was somebody that signed up right at the start of the stream on giveaway day. It is, as I said, open to PC players because you will get redeemed with a giant eShop copy. The eShop copy will be good for any install of Farming Simulator 22 on PC. I will be emailing the winner either late tonight or early tomorrow with the code and information on how to redeem it on November 15th. Captain Kiwi, welcome, sir. Welcome. You like to make your own silo review? I tell you, I like that mod. As soon as I read the description, I knew exactly what I was going to be doing. I was going to be doing a new and noteworthy on it. See the, are you about done with your lime action? Yes, you are done. Okay. right, let's go. Fill this thing up and get him lime in another field. Uh-oh, Scooter's taking the gambling. And he's not winning at all. One-armed bandit is taking all his money. Oh, what'd you get today in the land of Subway? A pastrami sandwich? Roast beef on 9-grain bread? Eddie, well, basically it is not as much as you think. So basically, if I am not live streaming, then I am maybe recording, but probably not. So I work a full-time job, and at most, I have 4 hours from when I get home to when I go to bed, and basically need to get ready for the next day. And those 4 hours also need to be made up with time to make dinner, clean up from dinner for the family, and other such things. So last night I probably started recording the map video that I released probably around 7:45. 7:30, 7:45. And then once I got done recording that, I edited that video and started uploading it to YouTube. And then I recorded the new and noteworthy video, of which I edited and uploaded to YouTube. And then about that point in time, it was around 10 o'clock. So that was about 2.5 hours worth of work there. That's all I did last night. Today we're going to play 2 hours of Farm Sim. That's going to be it. Tomorrow I might record a couple videos. And if not, then I might just play some Age of Empires. Thursday we might get a couple hours in a live stream. We'll have to see. Maybe I'll have to record a map video. Friday is Forza night, so there's going to be no Farm Sim in that day at all. Depending on what's going on Saturday, I might get 4 to 6 hours of something in. Sunday, it might be 2 to 3 hours, because Sunday night is ATS night. And then we're back to Monday at that point. Well, Captain Kiwi, it's because she's not in a position to be able to make dinner. Not with her back issues. She can't stand up for very long. Too much. Too much. I did, Chris. I watched some videos on the 4090. It is impressive for sure. What I'm curious about is what does the performance of the 3080 or 4080 look like? And what does the performance of the well, what should be the 3070 look, or 4070 look like? Right? Did they release the 4090 hoping that a lot of early adopters will just shell out $1,600 to get the latest high-end card, and then we'll see that the 4080 maybe costs a fair bit less and maybe performs fairly good too, and is the performance to the cost savings, right? Doesn't make it more of a cost to benefit. There we go, that's what we want. But it is very impressive. I mean, what would be quite funny is someone buying a 4090 to play Farm Sim, right? When Farm Sim's locked at 60 frames. That would be a bit excessive. Oh, Captain Kiwi, she's doing good. She's doing good. As good as, you know, can be. But still hurting. Hurting quite a bit. Oh, I would, yeah. I mean, the 4080 16 gig should definitely be better than the 4080 8 gig. I thought it was a 4080 12 and 18. 12 and 8. Or is it 16? Because the 4090 is 24. Yeah, I don't think you're going to see much difference in the partner cards. Other than the partner cards are going to maybe have some juiced BIOS. At most, you might see another 5%. That's my guess. I think EVGA had it right. They are they're in an unfair competition with the manufacturer at this point. The manufacturer is making the chips that the partners have to buy and pricing the chips at a point where the partners have to buy, and the margins are pretty low. At the same point, the manufacturer is making their own cards that don't have a giant Achilles heel. Used to be that the the Founders Edition cards had a massive Achilles heel and that they didn't cool worth a darn, so they overheated, and therefore their performance was throttled. And that's why you wanted to go with a partner card that had better performance, because they had much better cooling options. But NVIDIA seems to have come up with ways to fix that cooling problem, and now their cards are going to be MSRP. Partners are not going to be able to make a profit at MSRP, so they're going to have to sell their cards at a premium, and consumers are going to have to be willing to pay that premium to get something other than a NVIDIA card. So yeah, Chris, it'll be interesting to see how hampered the lower memory of the 4080 option is, because it seems to be, it's not only less memory, it's cut down too. So that's like two different chips in the 4080 naming SKU, which doesn't make any sense. It's not like the 3080 that came out with an 8 gig and then a 12 gig later. But at the end, it was the same chip on the 3080, just had more memory. Now we're talking about one chip spec for the 16 gig, one chip spec for the 12 gig. So we'll see what the partner cards look like tomorrow, but I'm not going to expect a big performance difference. They might have a little higher power draw. They might have higher clocks on the core. And maybe a little better memory clocks, but will the couple percent increase in frames make up for the potentially couple $100 increase in the card cost, right? Oh, Scooter, I did not look at Prime deals. I had my A device try to tell me some deals. It tried to get me to buy some Apple devices, and I just looked at it and said, "What are you talking about, Willis?" And it said, I don't know what you're talking about." And I was like, "Yeah, that's right. I don't know what you're talking about either." What's a monster truck movie? I didn't know there were movies about monster trucks. So yeah, we'll see. Right. Also, you know, it's AMD's going to release their stuff at some point in probably the next month. So where's their performance going to sit at? Buddha, welcome, sir. Oh, okay. Oh, not like monster trucks. Like I think monster trucks like Bigfoot and Gravedigger, but monster trucks as in really big trucks. Yeah, it's because you know, we'll see. I'm sure there will be a 3070 at some point, but it'll be interesting to see if the 3070 is the baby 3080 chip with just less memory, which then implies that the 3080 12 gig is really just a 3070 12 gig, and the 3070 it comes at 8 gigs. But we'll see. I'm happy with where I'm at. I don't have any plans to jump to the 4,000 bracket. Now, we will be able to hire a helper on the next field, because this field was already cultivated and we're technically cultivating it again. That's why we couldn't hire help. But the next field is in a harvested state, so we'll be able to hire a helper and go off and do something else. Oh, they've got a ton of 3,000 cards in market too. They need to get rid of. Clearance sale. That's where your Scooter. That's where your Prime Day should be. 3,000 series GPUs. I watched that one, Burgess. I watched that one just for curiosity on what he was going to say about that. I gave some minor consideration to that concept with respect to OBS encoding and YouTube streaming. But when he said that Premiere didn't like his AV1 video, that kind of killed it for recording, because I use Adobe Premiere. And it didn't look like YouTube did AV1 other than maybe like 4K streams or something, which I don't do. Today, Genetic J, today and tomorrow is supposedly early access Prime Day for Prime members, right? So it's like they're trying to just goose Prime Day even more. Oh, well, Chris, I don't think you shouldn't be loyal to anybody. No company, you should have no company loyalties because they're not loyal to you. They're loyal to their profits. But where you're gonna, where your profit, so if you're an Intel person now, if you have, I doubt you have a 12th gen, right? So I think 12th gen shares the same socket as 13th gen. But if you're anything other than 12th gen, you're going to have to get a whole new motherboard for 13th gen. You're going to have to get a whole new motherboard for 7000 series. You're also going to have to get a whole new motherboard for 5000 series if you're looking to scoop up some cheap 5000 chips. So you're in that, I got to get a motherboard no matter what. Intel, I think, did an interesting maneuver where they will still work with DDR4. So AMD doubled down and said, we're only going to work with DDR5 on our new platform. That makes the entry into into the 7000 series fairly high because DDR5 memory is fairly high at this point. Intel had the advantage of coming after AMD's announcement and probably, as was suggested by a coworker, probably intended all along to maintain DDR4 support for the enterprise because it's pretty expensive, DDR5, and for a business, for a company to buy thousands of new computers and have to spend the money to get DDR5, we feel the pain. We definitely feel the pain because some laptops I've had to buy recently have been 12th gen DDR5 laptops, and yeah, they're expensive. But for the enterprise to be able to go to 13th gen and keep your DDR4 memory, right? I've got a whole fleet. I've got hundreds of machines that are running DDR memory. Well, I can basically keep that memory and bring it forward. Or I can swap memory around if I need to and not have to worry about platform choice. So it's going to be easier for it to jump to 13th gen Intel because you can transfer your memory with you if you've got decent DDR4 memory. And then you're just buying a new motherboard and a new chip and a new cooler. Possibly. Whereas with AMD folks, we got to get a whole new motherboard. We got to get all new RAM. And that RAM is not cheap. And those motherboards aren't cheap either. Let's talk. What do you mean? What percentage off is considered a good enough deal to convince you to buy? If I wasn't already in the market for it, it could be 80% off, and I probably wouldn't buy it because I'm just not in the market for it. Right? It's like the ladies. I bought it because it was on sale. Well, did you need that new thing? No, but it was on sale. Well, if you didn't need it, then it didn't matter if it was on sale or not. You bought it. Just because it was on sale doesn't mean it was worth buying. I think the 13th gen has some more PCI lanes, PCI Express lanes, so I think you can have more PCI Express ports. I think it supports Gen 5 NVMe drives, maybe? I don't know. I'm not really in the market right now, so I really haven't been keeping up super with it. But I am the procurer of workstations at work, so I have to kind of keep up with it a little bit at the day job. Although I don't think we're going to be buying 13th gen. I'll probably be buying 12th gen, and I'll probably be saving some cash because 12th gen would be cheaper. Buddha, I don't understand the question. The 4000 series what? You're talking about 4000 NVIDIA 4000? The question is, what type of CPU do you have? If you have a lower end CPU and you try to go with a super fast card, you're not going to get your performance. Because your CPU is not going to be able to. It's not going to be able to keep up, and it's going to bottleneck your GPU. The other question is how big your power supply, because, well, the big bore 4090 is going to could pull itself up to 400 watts of power. So if you don't have a big 850 watt power supply, I think it's the minimum power supply they're suggesting, then you wouldn't have the power to run it anyway, because these new cards are kind of power hungry. So it's kind of a holistic thing of understanding and knowing the whole system and balancing the whole system. Alright, while these guys are running, let's go feed some cows and feed some animals. Well, let me give an example of a bottleneck. So when I encode a video, like when I encode the map video that I released yesterday, my GPU is sitting at something like 98, 99%, right? It's pretty much maxed out. My CPU is sitting at like 30%. So the CPU is not really working that hard compared to the GPU. So upgrading the CPU on my system would not give me any better encoding performance, because that's not where the bottleneck is. The only way I'm going to get faster encoding performance is to upgrade my GPU. Now, if I had, let's say, a slower processor, and I was rendering the video out, and the GPU was like 70%, and the CPU was at like 90%. Well, then my encoding bottleneck is probably at the CPU because it's having a hard time keeping the GPU fed. The GPU's not at 100%. It's basically waiting for stuff to do. So at that point, I would get better performance if I upgraded the CPU because the GPU's being bottlenecked. Have I mentioned how much of a money maker this biogas plant is? I just looked at how much money I had. I made $500,000 last night on this BGA. How much digestate do we have? 50,000 liters. And that's spread out over 4 tanks. So we should have about 200,000. $18 million in 1 month. Oh yeah, well, we don't play on easy. How big a system does he have set up? A few months. I think we probably advanced too far to know how much we spent on it. Construction costs. No, right here it is. So I spent 5 million. So well. 5,386,000, and then I got 1.7 million back because I rearranged some things. So that's then we made $800,000 right away. So let's calculate this. 5.3 million minus 1.7 million. So I spent $3.6 million in December. And in December, I already made $0.8 million. Then we made 0.9, almost 1 million. Then we made 1 million. Right. So right here, I've already bought it back. 888. 983. 1034. And 783. Yeah, I've already bought it back. So 4 months later. 4 months later, I've paid my biogas plant off. Oh, you know what? I so want to go to a micro center. It's like Mecca of computers. So we got a lot in there. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time filling that bunker up. I do want to run some digestate into it, though. Oh, this is what happens when you try to reach chat. Yeah, we'll just leave you over there. I know, right? It's like... Yeah, I've seen videos of micro centers. I mean, when you make almost $1 million a month, Captain Kiwi, you can throw your toys around. Oh, Buddha! Do you have a bright white baby's bottom now in your face? How many years has it been since it's seen the light of day? Uno, where is that? Where is that you got the big Microsoft building? I wonder if it's a now if it's a data center, I doubt it would be marked. Right? I doubt it would have big Microsoft branding on it. Oh, it could be though. Could be. I know that they've got a fair bit of data centers kind of up there because power is cheap. I need to see. I have a lime station there. Do I have a lime station down here? I don't think I do. I think that's the only place to buy lime. Let's look. I only have one. Dang it. Who gets this thing filled up? take a shortcut. How's our anhydrous going? Oh, fairly well. Fairly well over there. Oh, we're taking a shortcut. Shortcut. Damn, I'm not looking forward to filling that big, getting that big field up with lime. Yeah, I mean, Buddha has all the, had all the elements. Totally customizable farm. You could buy and sell everything. Well, production's built in. There's collectibles. Or they do geothermal, Buddha. They use geothermal because of the, you don't have to dig too far down in the ground before the ground is a nice, consistent, probably 40-some degrees. So you geothermal your cooling. Then all you have to do is pump water through it because the good old earth will cool it. Well, I mean, yeah, when you got geothermal vents, you've got, you know, volcanoes. I mean, imagine how cold the... Uh-oh. Is the train coming? Good, the train's already been. Imagine how cold the place would be if you didn't have hot ground. Oh, Captain Kiwi, you're trying to get me into an accident. There was no train. I mean, I don't know how American it is, but there's this. This is a 3.9 meter, right? But it's trailed. It's trailed, and then you get in the field, it becomes 3.9 meter. Oh, West of Wapleton. There are some mods out there. I think they're even all platform. There might not be all platform mods like that. There's definitely single section ones. I've seen double section ones that are PC. So we're going to put lime down on the rest of the grass. We're going to put lime down on our wheat field. This guy will be done soon, and then we'll advance into April. Dwayne, you just described John Deere to a T. Janky. Janky after a while, they all are. Look at that. That's like a professional avoiding traffic. It's hard to get wrong with the Burgolt. Or the Kinsey. They're both planners, right? We gotta go feed her. Piggly Wigglies. Yeah. Okay, I don't have that mod down. Let's go make a shortcut over to the pig farm. quest away with a no. I have not. Buddha, you should put a modded oil mill in and make some sunflower or some soybean oil. So it's like Farm Manager. Is that the name of that game? Farm Manager? I don't know if there's soybean oil for console. There, piggly wigglies are satisfied. I did I did a video on that case cycloplaner. That could be it. That could be a Buddha. Or it could be that windmill. I think there's a windmill mod that does flour or oil. And it might have added soybeans to it. Are you doing cereal grains just for straw? Because if you put down pumps and hoses, manure separator, then you can do separated manure as straw instead, and then you don't have to do a grain crop. These guys fed. They are fed up. They are fed up for sure. Nice. All right, that is done. This guy is nearly done. There you go. Right. Making money is just too easy. Right? All right, there we got that. Thought I picked this up. There we go. So, seeing some information about F1 and Gasly and some fines related to speeding during a caution, but he was having a conniption because there was a truck out on the track, or a tractor. Seemed like the FIA was trying to play a little diversion technique. Let's take the attention off us and say, oh, but you were in violation. We're gonna fine you. Speaking of our corn, go ahead and get prepped for our corn planting. That's obviously seed. Is this seed also? No, that's fertilizer. We'll get some seed delivered. Yeah. I mean, the way I see it is all on... It's on the FIA. There should never have been safety vehicles out on the track while the cars were running. They should have communicated with everybody, making them aware of if there were things out on the track. Where they were. That's where I was going off on it, what, Sunday afternoon? About their supposed focus on safety, but they seem to always make the not safe calls. this finished up. I think Chris likes to run a realistic struggling farmer campaign. Right? There we go. Well, I think they'll come back at you, Burgess, where the cars can't go that slow because they'll overheat. Right? That's why we have to go so fast even under a safety cars, because we have to have the airflow. Well, then you need to design the cars better. Turning a profit is bad business. Then you gotta pay taxes more. Capital gains are awful. Well, it's Spiritus, that's because they are actually designed better. If they were forced to design their cooling around slower speeds. Yep, that's good. So what we're going to do is we're going to sleep. We're going to start planting corn in here. We're going to go up here and seed potatoes. So we need to buy a potato planter. I can plant potatoes now. Where's it here? Dang it. There it is. Yeah, I can do potatoes. Okay, so I need to get a potato planter. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Ah, too much money. Right. Yeah, I know. Bertus, they should have learned. They should have learned, but they didn't. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Let's go to bed. Done enough work for the day? Yeah. Making stuff. 3.6 million now. Let's drop our weight. We're gonna need more front weight. These taters are gonna get heavy. Get him rolling. I don't know how much to put in here because I don't want to. I can't unload the planter. So let's see how far this takes us. Oh wait! Wait! We got this, don't we? Field calculator, field 1, potatoes. 3,762 electrics. Oh, we got 3,939, so we should have enough. Oh, we got to come in here and clean out our weeding. We got to do some weeding. Rabbit Rob is back. Did you find all the collectibles? Yeah, I mean, clearly he was not expecting a vehicle out on the track. He should have been informed, right? Race control should have came on and told everybody that, hey, there is a recovery vehicle on track at this turn, right? Stay to the right. If they had to bring him out before, if they had to bring him out before all the cars cleared that area, and the vehicle was still out there when the cars were coming back, they should have radioed to everybody and basically said, this is race control, we've got a recovery vehicle on the left side of the track just after turn 13. Stay to the right. Stay behind the safety car. Do not swerve. Yeah, visibility is absolute trash. Let's see. Oh, shucks. I gotta cultivate this first. That's the wrong thing. There, let's see if this thing has enough horsepower to pull it. Has Buddha got a, Buddha's got one of those beauty cold compresses on? We were wondering if your crash counter Rabbit Rob had hit the triple digits yet. We were wondering. 30 minutes, everybody. 30 minutes until we give away a copy of the Platinum expansion. If you are on PC and you have yet to own the Year 1 Season Pass, be sure to enter the Gleam.io giveaway. We will be doing a drawing in less than 30 minutes from this moment. Charlie, don't get in trouble. Don't get in trouble staying up late. West of Wapleton. Are you talking about field calculator? Field calculator shows all types of information per field. You get to work. We feed our chickens. Oh, I need this guy. We gotta find my sprayer. I think it's over at the sheep farm. Did you see that car? It just came right out of nowhere. Oh, Burgess, they should have never even started the race. I mean, they said worsening conditions. Did the conditions really worsen in the few minutes that the race was on? No, I don't think so. I think the conditions were already worse. But since they claim they can't dare reschedule, they have to go during go time. Again, I hold F1 is, they talk the safety talk, but they never walk it. They don't actually walk the safety walk. They do enough to appease the public. They do enough to appease people. Just out of nowhere, like ATS and Rabbit Rob. Exactly. Like Rabbit Rob, you're just driving along, minding your own business. The next thing you know, bam! What happened? I got Rabbit Rob. Daniel, sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, Daniel. We got lots of weeding to do. All right, later to west of Wapleton. We'll be back. We'll be here for about another 20 minutes. This is fertilizer. I might have herbicide around the back. I think at one point I put herbicide around the back of the building. Nope, used it up. Spread those glorious wings. There we go. Super awesome. See and spray. See and spray is awesome. First. Schultz is first. He's not first to say first. He's last to say first. That was... No, I don't think it was a sprayer. But a sprayer. It was part of the Cooverland pack. It's the Cooverland sprayer. That is available over in the Giants mod hub. Schultz, whatchamacallit. That's what's on second. Whatchamacallit. Oh, we can't hear Captain Kiwi. If Captain Kiwi coughs, but no one can hear it, did it really happen? Right? I really like the animation on these potato planters. The little spuds and the little cups. Right? Good morning. Now, I've got a hose over here I can't pick up. It's like totally glitched out. Be real curious what happens when we drive over it. What happens? But there's a hose end, and then it just vanishes into the ground. You can't pick it up. I love planting in strips and seeing it come up. I don't know which hose it is. Can't even see hoses in your shop though. Those I have two palletized hoses in a storage shed. That's what those two are. I know what I can try. Hold on. Let me try this. No, see, I don't even get a press the hose end. No, that don't work. So I can't delete objects. I can't delete it. No, hoses don't have collisions. Stop. Hoses don't have collisions. I don't even know if I can hook it up with a wrench. Can't even pick it up with a wrench. See? Can't even connect it. I get the same message if I'm over here. Now I think the game would blow up if it was trying to keep track of the collisions on a hose as you drug it around the field. Right, anybody that's done a lot of logging on a multiplayer server knows what happens when the game tries to keep track of the collisions on a whole bunch of logs. So I haven't dug through the XML of the save game. Maybe there's a way I can identify that hose and just delete it out of the XML. We'll see how accurate that field calculator was with how much potatoes we were going to need. Yeah, dragging this through the hose should pull it along, but it won't because there's no collision. I tried coming over here with a reel to pick it up. It wouldn't take it. I can't pick it up with the wrench. So did you know this sprayer, I think I've showed this before, this sprayer does auto leveling. You see how the left boom is angled up and the right boom is angled straight? Then as we rotate, now the left boom is straight. It is the Cooverland sprayer. The iExter B18. .3 rows. All right, we'll get that back on. Now we have just enough time, I think, to finish planting this field, and then we're going to do our drawing for our platinum expansion. One more time, you got 9 minutes to enter explanation giveaway if you are a PC player and do not own the Year 1 Season Pass. Now is your chance to get the platinum expansion for free. It will be a Giants eShop code, which you'll be able to redeem on November 15th over at the Giants eShop. I'll be sending an email to the winner either later tonight or early tomorrow with the code and how to redeem it on the 15th. Just chuck the potatoes out there, huh? Burgess, I pulled the gun on the, pulled the trigger on the Knight Rider model. It'll be interesting next 2 years. Long time ago when I was a kid, I would do a little model building, like little plastic stuff. And then I did cranes for a while in high school. So yeah, it was like, oh, kind of a little bit of going back to what I was into, you know, 30 some years ago. It was HO. I did HO stuff. Nothing super big. Scooter, it has a scanner already built in it. It actually has lots of lights. The dash lights up. Headlights apparently flip up. It's also remote controlled. You get a little fake watch that you can hit buttons to like make it do things. It looks like we're gonna run out. We're gonna have just enough seed. The field calculator mod was exactly right with how much we were gonna use. Because there you go. We have 292 liters left. Too bad you can't unload the darn thing. Oh, the bank came and just stole it off the back of my tractor. Yeah, it's got like brake lights. It's got lots of LEDs. It looks like the next kit that people are going to be putting together is a bunch of wiring kits, a bunch of light kits for it. Yeah, it's not like remote control like drive. It's just it comes with a watch that you can hit buttons and make it do things. We need to get our planter working again, and then once I get my planter filled up with seed, we'll ride along with the planter as we get ready for the giveaway. But the World of Wayne guy, he's kind of fun to watch. What happened here? Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, I watched a couple other guys, and they didn't have the quality of video, right? He's got good, crisp, clear video. He's got the different angles. He's got good audio levels. I wasn't like left like I can't hear you. So yeah, thanks for the link to that channel. Well, one thing I really like about this map is the wellheads. Like all the farmhouses have wellheads that are water triggers. The giveaway might be done. It might be done. It's 10 o'clock. It auto closes at 10. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta get ready for the giveaway. Okay, who is ready for the giveaway? Platinum expansion number 2. time for the drawing. And the winner is from Denver, Colorado. Entered at 6 something today, actually. We have LW Farms Will Howe. Congratulations, sir. I will be emailing you either tonight or tomorrow with the code. We'll be also starting another giveaway tomorrow. I'll post that in the community channel if I remember. With the winner, not the winner, but with the giveaway link for our third Platinum expansion giveaway that will be running from tomorrow until next Tuesday, which will be October 18th. So if you didn't win tonight, that's fine. You've got actually 4 more chances to win, I believe. Yeah, we're going to give away a copy every week, and it is 5 weeks. 5 weeks from now. So we're going to have 5 more giveaways between now and the Platinum expansion launch for FS22. I have absolutely no idea, Jonah, what you mean by will it lock up FS22 like Pumps and Hoses did. I have absolutely no idea what you mean by lock up. You could explain what you mean by that. I don't see why it would do that, Jonah. But I don't know. I don't have Pumps and Hoses or the game on Steam. But I don't know why it would lock the game from launching. So I have no frame of reference to say anything about that because I've never seen that happen even on other games like, well, I've never been able to pre-order a DLC on Steam on other games, but I've always bought all my Farm Sim DLCs off the Giants eShop because that is the way to guarantee the fastest access to them is to get them off of the Giants eShop. So let's go ahead and roll that beautiful credit footage. And thank everybody that is a member of the channel. We have Farm Bosses, Farm Barons, and Farm Kings listed here. But that is not all of the membership levels. We also have the entry level of Farm Hand. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can do so. We have, like I said, 4 levels of membership. Information down in the join button below the video. Paul, welcome. We are closing out. Jonah, worth getting is always up to the player, right? I can do my best to show you off the DLC, explain to it what it does, and demonstrate its functionality. But in the end, it is up to you as the player to ultimately decide if it is or isn't worth it for you. And until next time, happy farming.